and welcome to a midweek Premier League predictions this week. It is game week 26.
Liverpool are the champions for their people, with their people. Declan Rice, it's a ripper. Marvellous, that's magnificent.
The young guns of Chelsea claim the Champions League prize.
Newcastle will be playing Champions League football again. Now, 20 times the champions of England, Liverpool.
Yes, we are here for game week 26. Arsenal have a 6-point lead going into it. And the gap at the bottom is also 6 points. So 3 points gap at the bottom. What is going to happen in game week 26? Boys, if you want a discount on your energy, go and get my discount in the description. New Dan 10 at checkout. Peace. And we're going to start with games on Tuesday night at 7:30. We're starting at Stamford Bridge for Chelsea versus Leeds United. Now, Chelsea played against Wolverhampton Wanderers on the weekend, and thanks to a Cole Palmer hat-trick in the first half, won them that game, and against a Leeds team who played against a Nottingham Forest team and won by 3-1. Another goal from Dominic Calvert-Lewin sealed that victory for them. And can I see this game being anything apart from a Chelsea victory? No, I cannot. Chelsea to win it 3-1, and we head to the Hill Dickinson Stadium for Everton. That is AFC Bournemouth. Now, Everton played against Fulham and came from a goal behind, thanks to goal from Keenan Dewsbury Hall and an own goal from Bernd Leno to seal a comeback win there for Everton, and they're playing against a AFC Bournemouth team who came back and drew 1-1 against Aston Villa, a goal from Brazilian superstar and new signing teenager Wayan, his first goal in English football. After a bit of a calamitous error, let's say, from Luca Digne, and I can see this game being potentially a win for Everton, not by much, by 2-1 to Everton. We head to two teams that are in a win-off form is Tottenham Hotspur versus Newcastle United. Now, Tottenham Hotspur will be without their main man and captain Christian Romero because he was stupid enough to get himself sent off against Manchester United on the weekend, and against a Newcastle team who were involved in a 5-goal thriller against Brentford. And I can, to be fair, this game, both these teams at the moment sit literally 15th and 12th. Tottenham Hotspur at the moment are 6 points. Yes, you've heard me. 6 points off of West Ham. Above West Ham, sorry. They're 6 points above the drop zone. That's Tottenham. Would you say Tottenham Hotspur are in a relegation fight at this current stage of affairs? I think they potentially not. If they can beat Newcastle, they can get back to some form, but they haven't looked that good. It will be a ball game of 1-1 draw. We now go to the last game on the Tuesday, which is at 8:15 kickoff, is West Ham versus Manchester United. Now, United, like I mentioned, on 2-0 against Tottenham Hotspur thanks to goals from Brian and Mbeumo and captain Bruno Fernandes, and against a West Ham team who did beat Burnley. But I mean, if we have won 4 games on the spin, can we go 5 in a row for the first time in a long while? For the first time in a long, long time. Hopefully we can. It's at the London Stadium. I hope we can. And I'm going to say a 2-0 win to the boys. And we head to Wednesday and to 7:30 again for Aston Villa versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Brighton played literally at 2 p.m. today against Palace, and they lost by 1 goal. They were thanks to go from thanks to a defeat and Brighton, and against they were playing against Aston Villa team who drew 1-1 to Bournemouth. Can I see this game going anywhere apart from Aston Villa? Well, if Villa, at the moment, United now, at the moment, Villa only sit 3 points ahead of United. They're at risk of not actually losing. They're at risk here of falling out of the top 5 here. Because at the moment, you've got United 44, Chelsea 43, Liverpool, Brighton, and Brentford, both on 39 points. So it's very close at the moment. I'm going to say Aston Villa to win it by 2-1. We head to Selhurst Park and to Crystal Palace versus Burnley. Now, like I mentioned, Palace won 1-0 against Bournemouth, thanks to Brighton even, thanks to a goal from their Senegalese man. It's Malassar. Ruben Stan-Larsen played. So did Grayson as well. So, completely being phased out is John Philippe Mateta. And against a Burnley team who got beaten 2-0 by West Ham, and they'll lose again today. To be honest, I can see this being another win by 1-0 to Crystal Palace. We head to the Etihad and to Man City versus Fulham. City were involved in a absolutely crazy game less than 1 hour ago after I'm filming this and Sunday. But honestly, this game, Liverpool took the lead. And so dominance was like pole driver, as they say. Then Bernardo Silva equalised, and Alisson fouled. Mateta got a penalty at Haaland converted. Then it all kicked off. So Bosley got himself sent off, so he'll be missing for the game on the weekend. Against Sunderland. I can see, and Fulham. We head to Fulham. They lost 2-1 to Everton, and I can only see it being a Man City win because they can put pressure on Arsenal. 2-0 Man City. We head to a game which is crucial at the bottom end of the table. Nottingham Forest versus Wolves. Now, Forest, if they want to get back up again into a bit of safeness, they need to beat Wolves, and I think they will. They'll absolutely smash them. 3-0 to Nottingham Forest. We head to the Stadium of Light for Sunderland v Liverpool. Now, like I mentioned, Dominic Szoboszlai will be out of this game, and Sunderland are making the Stadium of Light an absolute fortress right now. They're making it so hard to play against. Yes, they lost to Arsenal, but it's Arsenal for 1. And against a Liverpool team who do look very shaky at the moment, Liverpool do. At the back and attackively. Obviously, they'll be without Szoboszlai for this game. But Sunderland, like we said, make that place at Stadium like an absolute fortress. I'm going to go with a 2 draw here. And we head to the last game of the game, which is on Thursday night. It is at the Brentford Community Stadium, i.e. the G-Tech, for Brentford versus Arsenal. Now, Leeds Arsenal have a 6-point gap. Could be a 3-point gap if Man City beat Fulham. It's still all to play for. And against a Brentford team who came back to win 3-2 against Newcastle. Their first win there for a long time. 4 out of the last 5 away wins they've won in league and cup. I'm going to go at the G-Tech Community Stadium for a 2-1 narrow win to Arsenal, and that will bring game week 26 in and now. No Premier League action on the weekend because it is FA Cup 4th round time. Yes, the FA Cup 4th round is making its reappearance to the channel. But obviously, women's is back. Women's Champions League will be seeing in a couple of hours from now. And until then, what will happen in the Premier League? Will Arsenal have a 6 or a 3-point gap? What will happen down at the bottom of the table? We'll find out a lot more in game week 27. But until then, goodbye for now.